So what are your plans then from here going ahead, like, in terms of writing music? First of all, what do you think you're going to be doing?
Well, as far as writing music goes, I'm just going to keep writing songs. It's definitely going to be a lot different. Like I'm going to change everything up, like follow that whole inconsistency model, I guess. Um, and then as far as marketing goes, we're right now we're struggling with whether touring is part of the old music industry or not.
Right.
Because before people, I mean, this is just a thought right now at this stage, but before people toured because they wanted to get exposure and they wanted money. That's why people toured. But I could put videos up and sell downloads and still get the same exposure and the same amount of money. Like there's bands online. There's a band called Boise Avenue or Walk Off the Earth is a big Canadian band. Like they were born on YouTube and like that's where their fans are, and they release videos and they sell downloads. And they play a show when they get enough people to come to the show. Because touring is, as an indie act, is you go and play for sometimes nobody, right? Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling with why you got to do that when you see bands succeeding online.
Right.
Creating sessions, and you see a lot more sessions, like kind of what we're doing now. And, building your audience that way instead of going from bar to bar to bar.
Yeah, it's an interesting point. I mean, I know quite a few people who do make their money from touring, but they're doing 200, 250 gigs a year. They're doing small, intimate sets. They're doing a lot of house concerts.
Right.
If they have a few days off, they're sending out notes to their friends saying, "Does anybody know anybody who could, have me come and perform?" And
Right.
you can make some living from that,
Mm-hmm.
but not a lot. But it's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time. And I imagine that'd be pretty tough for you to shift into, given the way you're approaching things now.
Yeah, and then it's just like you said. Yeah, it is a lot of work, and if you want to do certain things, I mean, the people that do it might they might have a bigger following too.
Yeah.
So they might be able to go to a city like North Bay and bring out 50 people, whereas us, like, it's really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
At the point where we're at, so maybe build it up a little bit and try to get a following first before we go into that town.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I mentioned before, the fundamentals of the music industry are changing. It's not the same as it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So maybe touring was part of the old way. It's just an idea, right?
Right.
I mean, touring as an indie artist,
Sure.
you know.
But what about still just doing shows, even local shows?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to spend time building up a show before I play it, so
Mm-hmm.
so that everything's successful.
Mm-hmm.
We want to play as much as possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But we don't want to lose our shirts, I guess. Yeah.
So did you? I mean, you're doing fairly well in this sort of, like, as I said, under the radar, very subtle approach to music and music promotion. Did you think you'd be at this point a year and a half ago? I mean, you've actually done quite well when you think about having the Blues Fest slot and getting endorsement from the Horseshoe and from others and so on.
No, I didn't think it would be right now. It's kind of, I mean, someone said to me, if this is where you are now, where are you going to be in 5 years, kind of thing, which is cool to think about. But I don't know. Like, I know a lot of really, really good bands, local guys that are, I consider just awesome, and they're still hacking away at it.
So why do you keep doing it then?
Because it's all you know how to do. You know.
You love it, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I
Yeah.
mean, it's what you do. Like it's like asking a hunter why he still hunts every year. I guess like that's what you know how to do. So
It's in your blood.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately, our art we can make money, and there's a business attached to it.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of where it sucks you in that sense. But if I wasn't making money, I'd still be playing guitar.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But the business is addictive too, because it's an art form. Like, you got to be creative with your marketing and everything. Like,
I've never heard anybody put it that way, though, that the business can be addictive and that it's an art form. I guess you're right, though. To approach it that way might actually make it more palatable. It makes you able to live with it, right?
because business is more complex than is just as complex as anything else.
Mm.
So whether you're writing a song or coming up with a business plan, it's whether it's notes or numbers, like, it's all a complexity that you could manipulate your own way. And I went to school for business, so I kind of have a little bit of a passion for it.
Right.
I mean, not so much making money, just figuring out how to, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's, if I wanted to make a lot of money, I would have became an accountant. But yeah, it'd be nice to figure out how to, so I have
Right.
an answer.
So in this day and age, when you've got obviously experience playing a number of instruments, you've got access to the ability to record and manipulate sound and so on, and you've done that, and you've got downloads on your website and so on. Do you see your music changing at all in the future? Do you think your style is going to shift in any way? Or
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. I want to stay away from. I feel that what we did now really influenced what was going on right now. So I want to. I was talking to the guys from Mother, and they use the word modern, and I never really heard people use that word before. Like, trying to make things sound modern.
Uh-huh.
So in a way, I want to write what I want to write, do what I want to do, but it has to go with the times.
Mm.
So right now, like, this whole folk thing, whatever's happening with Mumford and Sons and, all these guys,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of went down that vein,
Mm-hmm.
but, I mean, I don't think it's going to be like that next summer.
You don't. This is the first time we've met. It appears to me you're not a guy who even wants to be pigeonholed, like into a style of music or a kind of music or anything. You resist that.
I don't know. I don't think I'd mind it.
Uh-huh.
No, it'd be nice because then I'd be able to tell people what we are.
We're ilvekyo. Did you get it?
Yeah. But I don't strive to be anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to sound good and have people like it.
Yeah.
So in that sense, there is some direction, but it's not. I'm not trying to be anything in particular, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Well, on that note, do you want to play another song for us?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna have Mason here play another song. He performs and records as ilvekyo. You're watching the Revue.
Long way to fall from the top of the world. You gotta keep on going and keep it real. Stay on track, keep it all straight, make it past the cheap thrills, let's make us late. Know some guys fell off the top, keeping it together wasn't worth the wait. What's the point of telling me that it'll come eventually? When if we all could stay in love, and when the fights come push to shove, eliminate what I will call the lies consistently keep us all confused about what to do. And it comes to saying I promise you, just cut the shit. Tell me now, is a guarantee a fucking flaw? Will someone give me something that's guaranteed, like a great white north or evergreens? Listen to the sound of your beating soul. Don't change yourself for nothing, 'cause nothing's